I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Got 10 o'clock. We have a quorum of commissioners. Commissioner Eldridge called me this morning. He's been deployed to the Leander area, so he won't be joining us. We'll go ahead and start with the pledges. American flag first.
I'm getting there.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Derek, if you don't mind leading us in a word of prayer, please.
Yep. Father God in heaven, we come to you this morning thanking you most of all, Father, for your Son Jesus. Thank you for this day that you've given us, all the many blessings of this life that you've given us. Pray, Father, that you will be with the first responders of this county as they protect the citizens here. Father, pray that you will watch over them and let them be safe. Pray that you will be with us here this morning as we conduct the business of the county, Father, and pray that the things that we do here, Father, will be beneficial to the citizens and the first responders here, Father, and pray that they will be pleasing to you. Watch over us, forgive us our sins. It's in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen. All right. We have a utility guy out here, Jeff. All right. Item number 2, receive public comment and conduct a public hearing, open forum to allow interested parties to address the Board of Commissioners and be heard regarding the proposed property tax rate setting.
Your truck's in the way.
Keys are in it, I believe.
You got the Chevrolet out there?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, man.
No, good. Keys are in it. Do what you will. I think the keys are in it. Y'all don't see any keys on the table.
I don't see any. You can sell it.
Okay. We have one sign in on the public comment, Mr. Ray McCoppin.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you for letting me talk. I just really had one thing I wanted to say to you, and I've heard about it for the last couple of years, and I don't know if it's been overlooked or what, but I'm not complaining about my tax rate or anything with y'all, but I was at Commissioner's Court one time when a lady got up from Shepherd, and she was an elderly lady, and she was complaining that her taxes hadn't been frozen. Anyway, Judge Faulkner kind of talked to her for a little bit, and then he didn't quite understand what she was looking at. I looked at her tax sheet, and what I found out was that the Emergency Services District has never passed a resolution to give over 65 to freeze their taxes. And y'all have to do that sometime to make that work. Y'all's tax rate, basically, the valuation of people's property is frozen at 65. And it hadn't been that way. And I'm 70, and I'll tell you, mine has gone up a little bit. I'm not complaining about it.
Right.
I'm not in a situation where that's detrimental to me. This lady that did get up to talk in front of Commissioner's Court, that money that it cost her was hurting her.
Right.
And so it wasn't a whole lot of money, but it's still, to some people, at over 65, it's important.
Yes.
And that may be something y'all want to do at some point, but y'all lose a little bit of tax, on that. So you have to pass a resolution that says y'all are going to freeze the over 65.
Because I have specific information regarding that. You asked me about it.
Yeah.
And I researched it. I apologize for not getting back to you, but there is no provision in 775. I had the attorney look at it to see if we could freeze it.
Yeah.
And he said we cannot.
Cannot. Okay.
such a small amount of what your taxes actually go to as far as the
So-
school board and to roads and bridges.
But
I mean,
we
ESD
can't-
is 10 cents on the 100. So, I mean, it's such a small amount, you know.
we cannot freeze it. And so I looked at that and asked specifically, and he researched it, and he said it was kind of a surprise to him too, but
Well, the tax assessor collector didn't know you couldn't freeze it, and
Right.
the tax appraisal board.
I thought that if they froze the taxes for the seniors, like you say, like they freeze them, then
they freeze the
everything else will
valuation.
fall in line as far as what they pay out.
No.
I could be wrong. You know more about that than me.
everything except ESD, the valuation of the property gets frozen. ESD does not, the valuation does not get frozen.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And so he asked me the question a year ago,
Yeah.
and I researched it, and I just, it kind of got put aside, and I apologize profusely
It's a
for
good
not
question.
getting back to
Well,
you,
it
but
is.
Maybe
We
that's,
have addressed
maybe
it.
that's something I need to take up with our state representative.
Because I'll tell you what, that's gonna affect me in a few years.
Yeah.
It'll take you a few years to get
It's
there.
gonna take
well,
me-
it's been
it'll
affecting
affect me in a
me.
few years.
It's been affecting me for a number of years
Yeah.
too, so.
It's not a whole lot of money, and I'll tell you,
But every little bit helps.
I gave the volunteer fire department much more money than what I'm talking about, so,
I'm glad you brought that up. I appreciate that, because I didn't know that.
yeah. And if somebody comments about it, you know what the deal is.
Yeah.
now, apparently.
No, for
I
sure.
didn't know about
775
Health
government
and safety
chapter code.
code, health and safety code 775.
Doesn't give a provision for that.
Right.
Really? Right. Okay, maybe I need to talk to state rep about that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
and
it.
maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll put something else in there where the state kicks in some money.
There you go.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. McCoppin. I believe that was all we had for public comment, correct?
That's interesting.
Number 3, that will conclude the public tax hearing on the tax increase at this time. Moving on to number 4, district business. Item A, adopt the district 2026 budget.
And this is the rough draft budget.
You said you had the numbers to back some of those up?
So I took the rough draft from last year and added the approximate amount that the board voted on for the duty crew. I added a little into district improvements because of the bumper gear.
Okay, so that district number includes the duty crew, allowance for duty crew,
It does.
Okay.
And
So which one?
the district line.
Okay.
the last year's was 3. Last year, district improvements was 362. But we have some left over on that, so I didn't go up quite as much.
Right.
Kept the farm market the same. Building projects. Was 400,000 last year, so I kept that the same. The apparatus fund, I kept that the same at 500. And then the tower construction, I kept the same at 150.
Got it.
Okay.
Basically, the big increase is in the district itself, but the individual lines of that, you guys can decide.
Right. And we're gonna have to add a line for communication.
And there'll be more explanation,
So,
once you get
we
to
may
the
go
tax
up.
rate stuff about where those numbers came from, the property tax and stuff.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion on it? All in favor? We got 4.
Mike, you said you need to add a line for what? Communications?
Communications, yeah.
All right, items B, C, and D is adopting the 2025 ad valorem tax rate for maintenance and ops, tax rate for debt services, and ad valorem tax rate. I move that the property tax rate be increased by the adoption of tax rate of 0.10000, which is effectively a 10.33% increase in the tax rate. Now,
But the tax amount stays the same.
Yeah.
Did you say you second?
Yes.
So motion second. Do we have any discussion on it?
I'm looking at the numbers again.
Denise, I do have a discrepancy though of 1% on the resolution that's roster here. It says it's a raise by 9.31.
Yes, so it's 9.31 is the technical number that true taxation makes them.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Based on the year before.
Okay.
But if you look at the tax calculation worksheet, just to familiarize you guys, the 2025 taxable total is sent to us by the appraisal district, so that's where we get that number. And then 10 cents is the next number. Then I compare it to 2024 and what that number looked like. And then there's a plus or minus difference is the next line. And then at 10 cents and then at 93%, which is historically what the ESD board has approved, the budgeted sales tax, and then contingency to make a round number. This is a little bit more than what we are at currently on our amended, but not much. And then it gives you the options of the no new revenue rate, the voter approval rate, and last year's rate. It also gives the de minimis at the bottom, which basically those don't have to have an election.
Gotcha. Thank you, Denise. That was a lot to say.
I understood it all too.
No, that's good.
Yeah, great.
That's why we asked. Mike, do you have any more questions?
No.
Tammy, you got anything? All right, go ahead and call the question. All in favor? All right, get you commissioners to go ahead and I've already marked you present. Just need
Hold
to.
on, I've got the official one to be signed.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry about this. You thought I was gonna mess it up or what?
Yeah, I just like to have it.
Do we initial it or just check it?
Check.
You just sign. I'll do all the rest of it.
Okay. All right.
No, I'll do that.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Now moving on. Go ahead.
Once you get that all filled in and everything, can you send us an executed copy?
Sure.
Send me anyway. I don't know if anybody else wants it, but
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I send the copy, once it's executed to the tax assessor, the appraisal district, the attorney, all.
All
That
right.
was the tax rate for the maintenance operations or?
that's,
Yeah, that was all of
that's
that.
B, C, and D.
Okay.
Yeah, that was them 3 items there. All right, moving on to item E. Review and take action on the repairs, renovation, or construction of district and or provider-owned facilities, including engagement of architectural or engineering services and selection of contractors.
I got something on it.
And primarily the 101-15-14 building. So both Derek and I, we are on the building committee. Obviously, we got our 3 bids in the other day. After careful consideration, judging, and scoring, so far we've had to remove one of the bidders that was on there due to not technically being qualified. So Derek, you want to talk to him a little bit more about that?
We've been talking to each other, and I've gone over these bids and looked at them. Talked to Mr. Peeler. Peeler's reviewed them as well. The one that we're going to have to eliminate is Lilly. We have to eliminate him due to the fact that he is not qualified. They don't have a engineer or architect on their team. And let me pull up my stuff here and tell you what they have.
So while he's pulling up the information here, one of the criteria that we had to have moving forward to be qualified as a design build contractor, they had to have an architect or an engineer on board.
And the one for Lily, they didn't have either or. They have what you call a certified professional building designer, and he is certified through the AIBD, I'm sorry, which is the American Institute of Building Design. And he is a professional building designer. I talked to him on the phone as far as his qualifications, because just to double check to make sure that he's not an architect or an engineer, which he's not. So Mr. Peeler went back and double checked in the statute, and we have to eliminate Lily.
Yeah.
So as far as the other two, Brian and I went through to score them.
We scored both of them independently.
Yeah.
Compared notes.
The score on Team Dean, we scored them on qualification, expertise, and scope of work. That's one of the areas that we score them on. Both Team Dean and SLI, we scored 25. Ability to deliver services, that's the second one. And with Team Dean and SLI both, we did a 25. And on work experience, that's the third one. We did Team Dean a 25 and SLI a 20. And the reason being for that is because Team Dean has more experience in their resume as far as what they sent us as far as renovations go. They've done more renovations. SLI does more new build stuff.
Yeah.
Even though Team Dean has done quite a bit of new builds, they've done a whole lot of renovating too.
Yeah.
In cost methodology, we scored them both at 25. Yep. So after reviewing these, I make a motion that we accept Team Dean's package.
I have questions.
I'll, for the sake of discussion, I will second that motion to go with Team Dean as the number one position. Now we're open for discussion. Go ahead, Ms. Russell.
The references were in order, as you said. I see no reference to the fire suppression system. What are they going to do? Are we putting one in, or are we not?
No, it's not needed.
It has to be a certain square footage. Being that it's under that square footage, we don't have to put a fire.
And the fact that in the new design and drawing, there is a means of egress and ingress to the sleeping quarters will take care of that part of it.
Yeah.
And where was the copies of the bonds and the insurance? I didn't see any of that in that package.
Yeah, I've seen the insurance.
Yeah,
Insurance.
I did too as well.
Yeah, the insurance is in the other copy.
And I noticed there was no time frame listed in that Dean package.
The time frame's gonna come when we do a hard contract and sit down and negotiate with them.
So
That will come when we do that, which we'll present at the next meeting.
So once,
Which will be
the
Thursday.
way it's going to work is once we go ahead and vote as a board and we select an actual contractor, award the bid out to somebody, then the building committee will get with whoever wins that, and then we'll work on a contract between ourselves and our legal counsel, and then have it to be presented at our next meeting for the board to go ahead and approve, and that's when we'll have that hard bid price on there. And anything else that we may need.
And when we met with these people at the building to open it up to look at them, when we met with them, I made it clear that, we wanted it done ASAP.
Yeah.
So, and they all said that they can start on it really fast and have it complete in a good.
Yeah, most of them all said that they would stack contractors if they needed to, or do whatever they needed to do to make sure that it was done in a timely manner.
Yeah.
When I was looking through the SLT package,
To say that again?
when I was looking through the SLT group,
SLI.
SLI.
SLI, excuse me, I did not see some things in there. I didn't see a cost estimate that you're referencing.
They're not gonna do a cost, they're not gonna do,
No,
this is not a cost. We talked to Peeler about that, cause I
You
had to,
mentioned costs.
I had to-
matrix.
No, that's methodology.
Yeah.
Like as far as how they do and kind of like the amount of jobs that they did and what type of pricing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's, for our understanding, that's what's meant by cost methodology, but the total bid or a soft bid wasn't even necessarily required at this
that
point.
wasn't, cause I had the same question about
Yeah.
that.
It's a little
And I talked,
confusing by what Peeler put out.
yeah, I
Oh.
talked to Peeler and Peeler says, this process, we can't even go by bid prices. We're not even talking bid prices today.
Right, we award them based off of this
Based off of
rubric
scores.
and their experience and stuff like that. So
And at the next, after today, if we approve this Team Dean, which is who I recommend, then we'll talk to them and get a hard contract. Either Peeler will send it to them, or they'll write it up and give it to Peeler, and then that'll be done. And we should have that by Thursday, so we can vote on that on Thursday.
That contract is vital to us.
Yeah. We're not.
As a local company.
Yeah, we're gonna have a contract to vote on.
Yeah.
We're just voting on the company we want to go with.
Part of cost methodology is also how they draw their money, the draws.
Yeah.
You know, so much at start, so much at,
Yeah,
20%.
each phase
phasing.
of it.
Are you gonna be working with the walkthroughs
that's,
on the draws
we will.
Yes.
to sign off on?
Yeah. The committee,
building
the committee will do it.
Be responsible
Yeah.
for
Because
working, for the sign off on the draws.
and I told them I would like to have this project finished by the end of the year.
End of the year? 4 months?
Oh,
3
yeah.
months?
Oh, yeah. And they were all, everybody that I've talked to was on board with that.
That's 4 months.
But you never know what happens. I mean, hurricanes, disasters,
thing is-
it'll take what it takes. at the
Yeah,
end of
the
day,
thing
you know.
is that, since the building's dried in, they're not gonna be hindered too very much by weather, except when they take the roll-up doors
Yeah.
out and frame all that in.
Basically going in and kind of gutting what's already there. Some of it they're going to be able to, depending on, what the contractors want to do. Derek and I, we don't care as far as whether they gut everything out or they go up against the existing OSB and frame all that out. Just as long as the end result's the same, we're going to leave that up to them. But they really got a clean slate for the most part to go in and do what they need to do. So we don't anticipate any problems or issues, but there may be a hurricane in Taiwan and building material and everything else may get shipped around the world.
So Derek, the cost on this Team Dream, is that
Team Dean.
in the neck of the woods that we're looking at?
We're not even at this part of the design build process. We can't even look at that. But
we can't look at.
we won't be able to look at that part until after we actually draw up a contract and get a hard bid from them to propose and then go.
That's,
Today's motion is strictly to award the bidder and to work on getting a contract with the awarded person. Yeah.
what was that, Denise?
Oh, I was just showing her the latest treasurer's report of what's left in that line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll be.
Yeah. So today we'll just talk about awarding, making the award to a particular contractor, either Team Dean or the SLI group, and then after that, then we'll work on the contract with that group or contractor and move forward with the other one, which we'll get the hard bid amount and the price then, and then we'll bring it up to the next board meeting and we'll vote and approve on that.
Because in reference to your question, Tammy, I had the same concerns when I looked through the bids and went over them and stuff. I'm like, where's the money here? I don't see any price here. And then after talking to Peeler, he explained it all
I
to me.
read
and it made
SLI
sense. So
6 times.
yeah, and it's
Thinking I missed it somewhere.
No, it's
when
just-
you do a design build like this,
Right.
and when he sent out the RFQs, he told me we can't look at money. Right
Yeah,
now,
it's
we're looking at qualifications.
That's it. It's an RFQ, not an RFP.
Yeah,
Right.
and so after we award the company, whichever one it is, then we will contact them and going to negotiations as far as
You said Thursday?
price. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked to Peeler. He says they should just tell them you want it ASAP. He said they should be able to do it today.
Mm-hmm.
So we're using their contract or our contract?
Well, he says if they're able to do it, then let them do it. If not, Peeler will do it.
Yeah.
But it's going to go to Peeler. If they do it, it's going to go to Peeler. He's going to look at it and approve everything. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll have it. He told us to put a line item on the agenda for Thursday.
Right. And Denise is already working on that.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll,
That you're around that quick with these folks?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we hope to.
Just BAFO, just remember that acronym. Best and final offer.
yes, because whenever this all gets approved, I like to get started on it
And
ASAP.
Mr.
Yeah.
Woods, what's his time frame? When's he gonna pop in and check on things for us?
Mr. Woods?
Yeah,
Who's that?
The engineer.
the engineer.
I don't know. We need to get with him. We haven't talked to him yet, but he did say he would. Have you talked to him? He said he would.
I have.
Denise talked to him.
Yeah, he said his availability is whenever y'all need it, he'll come by or look at things and process along the way.
Once we pull the trigger on it, and one of the Team Dean, which is one of the contractors, I know they have experience working with the local engineer as well too, Mr. Woods. So
Yeah, and
it's not going to be a problem.
Team Dean is local, and
They've got the experience
they
and.
got everything that they need.
One thing Derek and I did do is we spent a lot of time basically both of the contractors we was able to look through the SLI group as well as Team Dean listed quite a few references of jobs that they've done. So I called up, both of us called up and checked their references. They've actually done a lot of work for the city of Shepherd and city of Cold Springs. We called the mayors. The mayor was Cold Springs stated that that they did a phenomenal job for them. They was on time, did great work, and he would 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah.
And then I also talked to, and Derek followed up as well. And then we talked to some of the SLI's people, and they've done some fire stations over in Montgomery County. Talked to a couple of fire chiefs over there. They stated that same thing. They did a phenomenal job, and they would use them again for another fire station build out if they wanted to. It just, for us, it really come down to just looking at while SLI that has done quite a few fire stations, banks, and stuff like that. They've done a really good job. Don't really see a whole lot of experience in there with like the renovation side. And I know that, renovations, they come with their own set of challenges and things like that. So notice that Team Dean has experience in that area. So that's where they were rated slightly higher on that side by both Derek and myself. So
And to Team Dean's is
Beating a dead
local,
horse.
and when they build something locally where they're living,
oh yeah,
they're gonna really want to.
yeah, they got to drive by this thing. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, any more discussion on that?
anything else?
So the contract will be back at our next meeting.
Should be yes.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
what we're shooting for. Yes.
So what's going to happen is today, after we make the award to whichever bidder that the board decides to go with, which we have a motion on the table for Team Dean, if that does carry and go through, Derek and myself, if Team Dean has the time to meet, we'll meet with them today and start that process rolling.
Question.
Okay. You have anything else? Okay. All in favor for Team Dean? All right. Unanimous decision, Team Dean. Travis, we'll get with you after the meeting's over with and start working on the other details. Congratulations. Yeah.
Or you, Team Dean?
Team Dean.
Yeah, that's Team Dean
Oh, I
right
didn't know-
there.
I didn't know he was here.
That's the owner of Team Dean, Travis Dean. All right.
I didn't mean to say anything bad about you.
All right.
I didn't even know you were here.
We don't have anything else. We'll go ahead and adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn?
I'll say.
All in favor? Meeting's adjourned at 10:28.